Go ahead, Em.
Hey, everyone.
What's up, everybody?
Welcome to Going Rogue BMX podcast, where it is raining and storming here in East Texas. And we've got a puppy dog who is deathly afraid. So she's not
chicken
going
shit.
anywhere.
It's like roll that beautiful bean footage.
And she actually has a serious addiction to socks. So if anybody's wondering, yes, that is a sock in her mouth. Don't know why.
Usually she has a bunch.
She's a weirdo.
She is Danelle's dog.
She is my dog.
Definitely.
She's a good dog, though.
Yeah.
Kind of a loud dog.
So yeah, we've been getting rain pretty good this weekend, and we got hammered pretty good on the way back from Houston Saturday evening.
Yep, sure did.
Cut a trip a little short.
Did cut our trip a little short. Why did that happen, Dan?
You just gotta call me out.
But
because I thought I could ride better than what I'm capable of riding.
whatever.
So
Hey, Thunder Midget.
what's up, Rick?
Rick, how you doing tonight? We just watched Arthur's 1 year anniversary show.
That was a
good one.
That was cool for y'all to call in.
Yeah. Everybody was chiming in real good, and congratulations to him. That's awesome.
That is.
It is.
And then he's going to Japan next weekend, so that's cool.
That's way cool. That's way cool.
He might not come back, but he's going.
Well, do you want to give a quick shout out to our sponsors today, darling?
Sure. I'd like to give a shout out to my wife, Danelle.
Oh, yeah?
For letting me put up with her for almost 26 years.
I mean, there's that. There is that.
I'd like to thank Free Up Storage, where you can get 15% off any move-in with code BMX15.
Boom.
Evil Alloy BMX products, 10% off. $50 or more. If you spend $150, you get free shipping. Use code ROGUE10.
Yes.
Thanks for Amy Grits. One of our swag giveaways. Then we got 8 Degree Pedals. Use the promo code ROGUE10 for 10% off.
Yes, do it.
The only floating flat pedal.
Yes.
The only.
The best. We love that.
The GOAT of flat floating freaking pedals.
He loves his dang flat pedals, I tell you what.
I do love them.
We also have Carbone Cartel.
Yes.
Yep. Rogue 15 gets us 15% off.
Gets them 15%.
Gets them 15% off. Hey, Arthur, Jenny, Amanda, look at you guys coming in hot tonight.
What the? I guess I'm reading that right.
Yeah. It is just Dan and I tonight. No crazy, special, super amazing guests, but we do have some awesome people lined up in the future.
Awesome. Yep.
We do.
I said awesome.
Yeah, we do. So, you better be nice to me. That's a signal that I'm crazy. I'm just saying. I'm not crazy.
Just half.
Just half.
This is the crazy. This is just half.
Have my 8 degrees out on the trails this weekend. The best.
Nice.
Yes. I got a new mountain bike. I need to get some 8 degree pedals for sure. We actually have a set that I could probably
have.
You have a set.
I have an extra
decide
set.
that I'm worthy of that extra set. Hey, Don.
Tricks for trades, baby.
I'm wondering if that tick we hear every once in a while, there's something in like this the speaker, I think. I can hear it in my head. If I hold it, it doesn't do it though. So maybe I'll just hold my ear all night tonight. What do you think?
Y'all go ahead and chime in on the chat on that one.
Right.
I'm not saying a damn thing.
Amanda says she hasn't tried the 8 degrees yet, but I'm assuming you got them for Elaine, and for Picky Teenager, she loves them.
Nice.
She is a little bit picky teenager, so that is
Bought.
awesome. But yes. Yes. YouTube isn't working too good. Facebook is better right now.
We're going through some hellacious storms right now here, so
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Kind of preparing to lose power. And if that happens, y'all give us a minute. We'll just switch to our phones and come back, but it won't
Right.
be as wonderful.
I'm hurting, Don, but I'm living.
Yeah.
I'm just out for a little bit.
You want
Through the whole fucking state of Texas played away, so
oh, you didn't throw it away. We
threw
still
this some
did.
bitch away
we did
because
make
I
it.
won't be ready by the time the middle of next month. So no state plate, and I'm telling you the way I feel. I don't care about a $7-8 plate anymore.
No, he did
At
not
all.
crash.
No, I
Amanda.
didn't crash.
He didn't.
I just I don't even know what to say I did. Besides, I rode out of my element, and I was trying for first. And when I went into turn 2 at Houston, in first, cranked, and the bottom left side of my back said, "You're done." And I just kept trying to go, and Cooper passed me coming out of 2, and then here come Kerry. I was trying to hold him off, and he got me in turn right before turn 3, and I was trying to keep Larry on so I could make the podium, and I just, oh God, it just hurt, and
Hey, Justin.
went on back to the pits, and said I'm done. Went and pulled out for Sunday, and we loaded up, went to the hotel, loaded up, and come home Saturday night.
I'm just
And
gonna.
I've been on heating pads and ice packs and
Yes.
Tylenol and ibuprofen, and
Yes. So I don't know. He pulled a muscle in his back, is what I think.
we're
he
hoping
did.
that's what it is.
Because he can actually kind of get up and move around and do things.
Yep.
But, you know, heating pads, some Tylenol, all of that kind of stuff. I don't know. Maybe that could be an age thing. It might be something, you know.
Might be an AIDS thing. I don't know. I said AIDS.
Oh, no. Oh, no. You just made me snort. Did the district moms finally take over?
They might. I wish I could say yes. That might make me feel better than what happened. But
Yeah, it was kind of rough. We called it a night, went back to the house. I'm just gonna kind of put it out there that track in general is hard. It's just a tough track. And I think if you just hit something just wrong and you're not like 100% in shape, like we're not in the best perfect shape, right? So there is a chance that you hit something just wrong and you
I hit a
hurt
bunch of
yourself.
things just wrong.
Ice
But it
heat
is.
and repeat. That is the suggestions from the
Yes.
yes, for sure.
Are they both on here?
I think we have it.
We got something for y'all little asses.
Oh yeah, Arthur put me on a project, and guess what?
Bam!
Boom!
There's your
it
EP
is.
race of the year right there.
There it is. There it is, guys.
I love it.
AI at its best. Yeah, Arthur said he wanted it done on his 1-year anniversary show. We made it happen. Look at that.
Yep.
So Justin, Thunder Midget, ET for the ET race. Maybe we'll have to use this as a selling aid or something for
Look,
his
we
ET
are-
race.
Look, that's what we could have. We could have Rick's head stretched out like ET.
We could.
And then you could have Justin's finger glowing, but might be poking through the basket
right.
at the bunghole. Oh yeah, we're gonna play with this
We're
one.
gonna play with this one. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh yeah,
I tell you one.
I love this one though. That's cool. I like it.
Yeah, it is good. It is good. It's real good. Justin says he needs you to send that to him. I don't think Dan even has it yet. I haven't shared it with him. I just did it.
Danielle's the one. I just tell her what to do, and she comes and does it and sends it to me, and I'm like, nope.
Story of my
Or
life.
yep.
He tells me what to do, and then he either approves or disapproves.
Anyway,
Anyway, you see how this relationship works, right?
I know how it works.
I do too. I do too.
I want to show y'all something. See, I get a second place. Can y'all see this?
It's hard to see. You kind of got to go
All
around
right.
your microphone.
So I get
There
a
you go.
second place at the Gold Cup.
It was
Y'all
a
see the
nice second
size.
place. Yeah.
Danielle takes a third place.
We'll
And
send
hers
it
is
to all you guys.
twice the size.
It's heavy too. Like that's more than a $7 like little
Oh, yeah.
trinket.
Yes, they both were.
They are.
But
Yeah.
she come out on top of the podium again in Houston, man.
T-shirt ideas are popping up. Oh my goodness.
Come on.
Yeah, bring it. Bring it, bring it. I'll help with all of that fun stuff. These guys and their weird podcast relationship just crack me up. They're always coming up with something fun.
USA BMX ought to listen to that.
Speaking of
Look,
USA BMX,
Before we jump into that, I just got to say something because it's so y'all need to go to the Dirty Pods podcast on
the
YouTube.
Dirty Knobs.
What did I say? Dirty
Dirty
Pods.
Pods.
The Dirty Knobs podcast. Look, I watched season 3, the Greg Hill Wow Show,
Oh, that's a good one.
and
That's a
I'm gonna have to go watch the first one because this was his second trip back home. But they were talking about the tracks and the money and the payouts and there was a whole lot of other stuff on there. But it brought up a topic that Danielle did a lot of research on, which is going to lead into here. But the Dirty Knobs
Yes.
podcast, season 3, the Greg Hill, and it's titled Wow Show.
Wow.
But with Greg Hill, of course, there's an extra special guest that comes on, but it's with Mike, EC, and JV. So
Dirty Pods, Knobs, Tide Pods.
they'll be eating them. The kids will
Right.
be eating them things. But anyway, so now you can roll on into the
Yeah.
and
Hi, Bill.
we got-
He's okay. He's okay. He's hurting. He's out for a bit, but he'll be all right.
what's up, Mr. Billy?
Yes.
Yeah, it sucks getting old, brother.
Hey, Holly. Hi, Lauren. Okay. So that there were some awesome things that they talked about in that podcast. And I kind of feel so weird sometimes about listening to somebody else's podcast and then kind of taking what they say and expanding on it. But he was super intelligent with the way that he spoke and the things that he talked about as far as the bike builds and how it's impossible to make a living because you have all of these companies and there's not enough riders, there's not enough buyers,
And this is all ex-pros
right?
that were paid way well compared to what the pros today get.
Yes. So when and it kind of, Greg Hill does not mess around. He's not
No, he
afraid
don't.
to speak how it is, and I really, really, really enjoyed that podcast.
And a lot of people, I'll just say what they kind of say like they are about me. Dan's an asshole. Well, they always say Greg Hill was an asshole. I had GHP when I was growing up.
Yeah.
Well, I had one.
Yeah.
And it was one of my favorite bikes. And I never got to meet him or anything, but he's to me, he wasn't a butt or an ass or whatever. He's straightforward, like I like.
Yes.
Shoot straight.
Yeah.
If it hurts your
It hurts your
feelings,
feelings. Oh well.
whatever,
Right.
that it's not. He tells it exactly like it is, and so did the rest of the guys on the show. You know that it was an awesome show. You need to check it out. Dirty Knobs, season 3, Greg Hill. Wow show.
Right.
It's a wow, and it'll wow the hell out of you, and you go, and then it'll leave you thinking.
Right. It left me thinking to the point where I spent hours and hours and hours and hours diving into the financial side and all of the things that have happened with BMX and how we got where we're at and where we are actually sitting. So just FYI, for those that don't know, USA BMX is not super open about their numbers. And because they are not a nonprofit, which they do have their nonprofit portion, but because they are generally not nonprofit, their numbers are not reported. And so they're the only way you can gain accurate information is by digging into their website and kind of going through all of the classes and all of this stuff. And of course, thank God for AI, because I can just say, hey, gather this information.
And this is reported information.
This is reported information. Yep. This is not exactly true to the cue as to what it is, but they say that USA BMX is the story. It's just not a straight line. Like it just doesn't go start here and then go up. It started like up here and then it went down. In the late 80s, it went way down and then it shot back up and then it went down again. I mean, it's just like anything else, stock market, whatever. But for example, in 1980, there was reported supposedly 60,000 members, which is already the world's largest BMX organization. USA BMX, also known as ABA, right? And then you went from 84 to 2003, which was the fall.
The fall.
Yep. A sharp sustained decline. Nobody kept clean records of. So from that time, you really don't know what's accurate and what's not accurate. 2022.
And this is memberships is what she's talking about.
Memberships. And 2022 is actually the largest, highest rider count ever
of all time. Yes.
Of all time, supposedly 77,000 members plus members. Today there's 70,000, roughly 300 plus tracks between USA and Canada. There's a lot of different, really super interesting things about there. And then I kind of went even deeper into trying to figure out why why everything dropped in the 80s. So let's kind of think about ways that could influence BMX, right? So back in the 80s, and so we had our first, let me see, what was it? That's when the Nintendo came out. Do you remember that? The Nintendo or the Atari, what was it? One of them come out. The Nintendo's NES launched in 1985. People went from playing outside, riding bikes, to playing video games. My mom even used to sit.
Damn Nintendo.
Yeah. My mom used to sit there and play Tetris, right? I mean, Mario Brothers, you remember those? Did you guys play that? Did you have one of those?
We had an Atari. We didn't have a Nintendo. We had an
Atari. Well, that kind of came out about the same time, didn't it?
But we didn't get to do like our kids, grandkids, or other kids get to do. We had chores.
Right.
We still rode our bikes and everything. But if it was raining, we got 30 minutes.
Right.
Dad and Mama gave us 30 minutes to go in there and play a video game. That's all I remember. You got to play it. And it was like a little paddle that we played tennis with and a push button and a joystick. That was it.
Right. Exactly.
Sticks on TV were people.
Right. I know. But it was fun, like when you're a kid. And, and you also have to think, like, back in the day, like, we didn't have the hovering parents like we have now. Like,
explain.
Like, my mom would shove me out the door. And she wouldn't check. There was no phone to check on me. There was no check-in process. If I wanted to sit on the parents game somewhere,
they're not hovering. here's a video game.
Well,
Get the fuck out of my head.
but they're also not throwing them outside to go ride bikes, is what I'm getting
no.
at. So,
Shame on you, hovering parents.
right. So they blame a lot of that kind of stuff on the rise of gaming, which it makes sense. I mean, it really does make sense.
Yeah.
And then they talked about insurance costs started rising in the mid 80s. That was a huge thing. Our rival, which was USBA, peaked at 136 tracks in 1984, but it also collapsed into Chapter 11 and was then picked up by ABA. So currently we have over 300, I think it's like 325 tracks between USA and Canada.
Reported,
yes. But bike makers and BMX magazine folded in the late 80s and 90s. Freestyle also kind of busted a little bit too. So I think freestyle weathered a little bit better than racing did, though, in my personal opinion.
correct.
A lot of that stuff is just super interesting to me. So here we can kind of go back into some conversation.
Oh.
Justin had said, when Greg was on All Things BMX, he brought an honest, insightful perspective on BMX racing, why BMX racing is struggling in some areas today. Whether you agreed with every point or not, the conversation was exactly what our sport needs: real discussion, different viewpoints, and a willingness to tackle the rough topics.
That's exactly what I was talking about with that episode. I haven't got to watch your episode with him on there.
Right. We need to go back and watch that.
What me and a friend of ours was talking about this Saturday morning at Houston, and he said you need to go check out the Dirty Knobs podcast with Greg Hill. And I'm like, okay. So when I come in today and work, and it's good, straight up, just straightforward.
Gotta have respect for the guy.
Straightforward.
I
mean, he gave some information about his business, why he shut his doors and everything. I mean, just straight honest with you. And Mike was the same way. So was EC.
Right.
So
all of that.
So was, what's his name? I always forget his name.
Don't ask me.
But anyway,
you put me on the spot. I'm never.
And I'm putting myself on the spot, so it'll come back. But anyway, it was all good. I mean, it was straightforward.
Right.
And sometimes they would say, "Well, I don't agree with that 100%, but I'll agree with it this much." Blah 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 blah.
Right.
And it just kept over and over and over. I'm like, this dude's real.
Yep.
That, and they all was.
Yeah.
So,
super good. Justin also added that the membership number is complete bullshit. They count comp memberships for HOF that rarely race, along with many other forms of memberships that do not contribute to racers riding. That's what I mean. We cannot accurately agree that that's an accurate rider count. For me, honestly, when I look at the attendance and stuff, I find it really hard to believe that there is 70,000 members.
Correct.
I find it incredibly hard to believe. But
and that's what I told you. I said the only way we could get a real actual count is you start at the first state with the letter A and you go into every district and you're writing down.
Right. Exactly.
As of today.
Exactly.
And then you would spend days doing that.
Right.
But this is what's posted.
Yep.
And you did great research on it.
Yeah, I looked it up in a lot of different places. I have a lot of different sources, and that's kind of what they're saying. But again, USA BMX doesn't publicly make this stuff, accurate. I'd have to actually sit and dive down, and I might just do it eventually, like do a physical count. You know how long that would take, though?
It would shut you up for a little while. So.
You watch your mouth. Lauren said we would go ride bikes and explore, and told to be home before the streetlights came on, and she's 36, which is awesome. And then, of course, Justin came back
that's been happening for
yeah.
many moons.
Yep. The idea that video games automatically hurt kids' participation in sports isn't supported by the evidence. I mean, nothing's really supported. That's just if you look at the numbers, the release dates of when this stuff come out, and the decline just kind of go hand in hand. It doesn't mean that it's to blame. It does. Who can prove that?
And I agree with you on that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's something that just because everybody couldn't afford a damn Nintendo or an Atari
Right.
or something. So, it's not their fault.
No, it's not their fault. And honestly, if parents would, and if they do, kind of say, hey, you're going to play a sport and you can play video games here and there, or you're going to do this or you're going to do that. If they have a love for the sport, they're going to play the sport if they can afford it.
Right.
Keep in mind that the rising costs of everything, in the 80s, we went through a lot of different 80s and 90s, we were up and down financially through everything. So, I mean, a lot of that could have fell into, finances or, the ability of, where the tracks are. And like when you raced, I mean, they quit racing in Longview and that took away your opportunity to race.
No, I left before that happened.
Right.
I actually don't know exactly what year that it fell off. I mean, it was starting to decline, when I was getting my driver's license and that.
Right.
But, and then I'm the one that said, nope.
Right.
That was all on me.
No, I got you.
It didn't have nothing to do with.
How long was that track around after you quit? Do you know?
I do not know.
You don't.
I do not know what year East Texas BMX Raceway shut down. Have no idea.
You guys are 100% correct. We cannot blame video games. I see your comments. I'm getting a lot of hate for that one. I'm sorry.
That's not hate.
No,
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying there. Unfortunately, that's the release date and stuff all kind of ties together. It doesn't make it fully responsible. I just find it.
And they're not saying this is why.
No, I'm the one who is bringing that up. I was the one who is going. It's a weird coincidence,
right?
And
it is, but it says it's a sharp, sustained decline. Nobody,
right? Exactly.
So
BMXers do play a lot of video games, and it is both our boys are huge video game players. Our son-in-law plays video. I mean, like it's across the board. It is what it is. I actually tried to play a video game with Jaron not too long ago. That was pretty interesting.
A BMX one.
It was a mountain biking one, but still, it was fun. It was so fun. I'm so bad at it. Just saying. And anyway. A lot of, whatever. So there's a lot of different reasons that probably contribute to the decline and incline, depending on what it is going on in BMX racing. And I've always said it 100 times. It depends on the marketing and it depends on the money. Those two things. Always. It's always going to boil down to that, because when you are broke and you're going through stuff, the first thing you're going to have to give up are those things that aren't necessities, and that's just not necessities.
I'm trying to read, but
I'm trying to go back to where we were.
70,000 members, the number that.
Do you want me to put it on?
I'm just trying to read, and you keep putting the damn hand up there.
What you're trying to read. Don't get mad at me. Yeah.
You can keep talking while I'm reading.
Well, I don't know what you're wanting. You're supposed to be my conversationalist. You're just going to sit there and be quiet. So, 70,000 members. The numbers that matters is active members, and USA BMX doesn't show that. That's 100% correct. Don says it goes back to the parents not making kids go outside and play. I mean, sometimes I just don't understand why kids don't want to go outside and play.
Yeah, well we wanted to, but we didn't have cool shit like that. But I mean, we always had horses, dirt bikes, BMX.
Right.
Everybody did. So
this is an interesting concept. The 84 Nintendo was launched along with a change in society, having more families with two parents working, causing costs working because of rising costs. I know both my parents had to work. We had a Nintendo. I also got out there and rode my bike though. So, it is what it is, but he's 100% right that there was a time frame there where people went from having, one income households to needing two incomes.
I'm still trying to get that.
So he's saying in the year that 1984 was launched, there was also a change in society where more families had to have both parents working. So it kind of took away from the whole, you couldn't really go race because parents were working. They come home from work. Who would want to go drive an hour to a track?
That's good. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was going, damn, motherfucker had to take a second job so they could get their kid a Nintendo. That's awesome.
No.
That's how I was reading.
That's how you're reading it. Amanda said, freestyle has to have more accessibility and lower costs versus open local tracks and high costs. Same seems to be true for mountain biking, in her opinion. Lots of people that we know are swapping to mountain biking because of cost and more freedom to just ride daily. Though Louisiana doesn't have much to any biking realm anyways. I keep trying to advocate for more, but no one listens. The neighborhood Karens seem to be totally against outside kids and question my parenting skills and safety.
Well, they suck. It's that. If your kids are outside playing and Karen's bitching because kids are out playing,
right?
She's the one that's got a problem.
Well,
and most Karens do. They're the ones that have problems.
You know, there's a woman I just started recently following, and this is a super interesting story. I don't want to put her name out there because I honestly don't know how she would feel about that. But I want to talk about it. So, kind of going back to what she's talking about here, they're part of a track. Her son is like 13, 14 years old, and he had a wreck on the track. So much so that they called an ambulance. She wasn't there. She dropped her kid off, went and did some errands. They called her, said they called an ambulance. She went back, to check on him, see if he was okay. They had already called the ambulance. So when she got there, he was like, I'm okay. I just needed a minute. I hit my head. They've got other children. They realized the dangers, decided they didn't want him to go in the ambulance, and took him home. Watched him, did all of the things. Everything was fine. Everything was okay. Another lady from that track, or her neighbor, I can't really remember which one, I'd have to go back and watch, called the police on her. First called the police on her. So the police showed up at her door and said, oh, well, he's obviously fine. It's okay. They left. The next day, CPS showed up. And it was all about the fact that they felt that she was endangering her child by not whatever, which apparently she was doing everything right. And that's just everybody else kind of sticking their business. And that's kind of a touchy subject because sometimes there are parents who really don't care, right? But these are people that they knew, which to me is weird.
Well,
yeah.
Let's go to the next one.
Yeah, okay. Holly said, lame. Listen, Karen.
Bam.
Beer Budget says, what did he say? It's because mountain bike races and freestyle are easier. They're less crap to worry about compared to racing, especially at a national. I mean, that makes sense. They are easier. There's more little parks set up. In every major city, there's, skate parks now that people can kind of use this freestyle. You can go anytime, just like she was talking about. Mountain bikes, I mean, I even just bought a mountain bike. I'm super excited about it. You know why? Because I can ride it all the time. But does that mean that I'm not going to race? No. I'm hoping it'll improve my skills because Lord knows I need as much help as I can get. But, I mean, that's just one of those topics. It's just one of those things. Freestyle probably never really died down because it didn't cost as much to do.
And you can go do it anywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
You go out in the yard, you can go to a parking lot with a bunch of guys or go to the city park.
Right.
And have fun with each other on a bike.
Right.
In a non-homosexual way. Well, I just want to put it out there when I said, and you can have fun with each other. And it didn't cost nothing. So people were always trying to do freestyle.
Right. Exactly. Scott had said something. He said, I took 2 of my second graders to the track every week for rookie camp. Now that rookie camp is over, I'm afraid their parents will never take them back down to race, let alone stick with it for years. And I mean, that's one of those things where you just kind of do what you can do for the sport, try to introduce people to a sport. You can't make them stay.
No, and that was awesome of you to do that.
Yeah.
But if the kids enjoyed it,
right.
they're, they might not be at the track every week, Scott, or every month.
Right.
But they might still be out there riding their bike and still having fun on it.
Right. Exactly. But then we kind of went into the things that kind of when it started to come back and how things looked and how things are looking today. I'm trying to find, like, 2022 was the highest point, right? That's what we found out. 2022, they're saying that is the biggest point, peak of the entire industry, assuming.
Let's hear, right? On your screen.
Yeah, there's the rise and fall. Yeah, the 2011 merger, 2017, we were down 70, up 70, down. I mean, we were just back and forth. The headquarter from Arizona to Tulsa, which cost $23 million, opened in February 2022, the same year that the memberships peaked. I don't know if there's a correlation with that at all. There could be, but it also could be the kind of coming out of the whole COVID thing too. Who knows? Maybe people were just itching to get out and get back into something. The numbers, again, we're not entirely sure how accurate those numbers are. Like, Justin had said somewhere in here, there was somebody I should talk to for the actual, he's done a lot of research into it. Where did he say?
It was further
Here
up.
it is, right here. He said, talk to Henry Saria over at No Holds Barred BMX. He did the research you were talking about, finding out.
Oh shit, somebody's already done it.
Oh, I'm sure they have. I just did a quick, as fast as I could, dive into all of this stuff. Lauren added that's why I love coaching for the Interscholastic League. The kids get so much track time and we keep the fun in it and make sure they know every little thing, whether you beat your time, jump that jump, win or lose, you win and have fun because you did your best. It keeps them being positive and excited to come to the track. I've watched a lot of kids get burnt out in a few sports, including BMX, because they aren't performing how parents and others push that down their throats and taking away.
There you go. Nailed it right on the head.
Right. Exactly.
Good for you.
Exactly.
That is awesome.
Yeah, I've been to, I can remember the first Grands that we ever went to together. And I remember listening to a dad who was seriously just tearing at this little boy. He couldn't have been more than 7 years old. Just totally tearing up over what how he was riding, and that poor kid was just crying his eyes out. And I'm just sitting there going, I get that there's a lot of money and time and stuff invested, but holy cows, they're kids.
Well, the kids are, just sitting there balling. I want to say, aren't you having fun?
Right?
How is that having fun?
How is that having fun?
Kids just tormented.
And the dad
brokenhearted.
He's holding a beer in one hand and coming down on that kid left. And that poor baby was just bawling. And I think if I remember correctly, he came off the track bawling because we were hanging out at the end of it. When he came out, he already knew.
This.
And and I think when he took his helmet off, he
already knew it wasn't about losing. It was about what was fixing to come.
It was about he just took his helmet off and looked at his dad and said, I know. And then here it came. And that baby was just crying. Heartbreaking. And I'm not one to tell another parent how to parent their children or how to whatever. They probably got thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars invested. But if you want to ruin someone, just continue to criticize them instead of praise them and see what happens. You'll
Right.
ruin them quick. Sad to see parents fall off and not the kids. This one here said, what'd she say? Andra said, yeah, I've seen a kid get screamed at a state race a few months back. Not a good look. It's never a good look. When you've got to scream at your kids, they're not going to love that sport. They're just not. I mean, did you ever? I mean, your dad never yelled at you like that, right,
Nope.
Andre? Oh, okay. Okay, I'm sorry. I said it wrong.
What?
Andre. I read it as Andra instead of Andre.
Oh,
Yeah, they're correcting me. Yeah, they're just correcting me. Anyway, so
don't read that one the way it's spelled. Copy that.
Anyways, did you ever get yelled at by your parents? Were they aggressive with you when you did something wrong, or
What? On the track?
well, I'm just saying in any sport in general. You also played baseball. I mean, you were
Anyway,
on the
yeah,
track for
yes
baseball.
and no. I might have got talked to in a different way than, striking 13, 15 kids out in the game.
Right.
That's a good talking. But I don't never remember some of the shit that we have witnessed in BMX parents saying to their kids in any other sport.
Right.
It's it's a loving family, but it's also a very they get tough. I mean, they're strict on their kids,
right,
and everything. And I'm like, they're not having no fun. But I never remember getting belittled by my parent.
Right.
Either one of them.
Right. Exactly.
Now I might have had some ass whooping. Well, I mean, I did, but I mean, they were all well deserved. But I mean, never.
Right.
I've never.
Well, and
it's like, could you have done better? Yes, sir.
Yeah. That's different. That's different.
All right. Well, you know where you made your mistake at. But as what we witnessed, no.
Grands is across to me. Like we've seen a few things like in some nationals and some state series that where people are kind of just a little bit, but Grands really seems to be the one where things just get really weird. And you see a lot of really weird things, like the way that people treat each other, the way they talk to each other. I mean, even the way women approach each other, all of that stuff is just different at Grands. And I don't know if the pressure is just that much or what it is.
Well, I tell you what chaps my ass, and I hope you're out there listening to the ones that whistle at their kids like they're dogs.
Right.
It makes me want to go up and choke the ever living shit out of you. They're not dogs. You don't whistle at them to come there. You don't whistle at them to pedal, or you lose them or something.
Right.
Don't whistle at your kids. They're not animals.
Right.
And that's all I'm gonna say about it. Since we're bringing up the way people act at the races.
Right. Okay, so Ryan said, I've seen all kinds of factory dads dressing down their kids after a race. None of them actually ride. And that's true. You have a lot of parents that'll be onlookers and tell them what they need to do and how they need to change, but you sure don't see them out there on a bike.
And I've heard conversations where at the track with other people talking exactly about that right there. What the kid ought to just hand the bike to the parent and say, go show me how to do it.
Right.
If you're this good, why aren't you on a bike, Dad?
Right. Exactly.
Quit being a dick.
Jason jumped on. Hi, Jason.
What's up, Jason?
Also, today's kids are not as outdoorsy or as tough. Ask a kid to get off the iPad and try and climb a tree. That's true. There's a lot of kids. I know a few. Amanda said, whoa, that's another level. Ryan also followed up with, we absolutely do not accept that on their team.
That's
we don't
good.
either. We don't either.
The encouragement, man.
Yeah.
You have never, just like the old story they talk about, you can talk to a plant ugly and the plant's gonna die. Or you can
Right.
talk to it real, oh, you look so beautiful today, blah, blah, and it just flowers and blooms and, same way with your kids.
Right.
Love them. Love them while you
Exactly.
can. Give them encouragement. Don't knock them down.
Right. Exactly. All right, here we go, Justin. I only get belittled by Rick when I race, and that's because Rick still owes Jason Chang for that topless neck rub that Jason thought was from a real massage therapist. It ended up being Rick shirtless. I'm hoping that's a true story. I'm
Would you pay to
curious.
see that?
I'm just curious.
I'm sure you can get it for free. Damn.
You guys are crazy. I tell you what, you guys are just crazy. Insane. I don't know. Those were just some interesting facts when it comes to
Are you
numbers.
Are you going to talk about this?
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I liked about their show in there.
Right.
They dug into it a little bit, and I'm glad you did the research on this part.
Oh, okay. Well, cool. So I did kind of look into money, the money side of things, because I'm always curious why everything, number one, costs so much. Where's all this money going when it seems like we're struggling for attention? And you all kind of know that that's my thing, marketing and money. Like the same things we preach at every one of these discussions. So USA BMX, it's kind of broke into 3 different separate money stories. They have USA BMX Inc., which is a for-profit company that runs races, is privately held, doesn't public audit numbers, which is why we'll never get accurate accounting unless we ask for it. And even then, are they going to give it to us, right? And then we have the foundation, which is a 501c3 nonprofit. We can
STEM program.
files public tax returns, so we can kind of see what that looks like. And then we have the 26 million Tulsa headquarters, which is mostly public money, not USA BMX's own capital funds, which to me was super interesting.
How is the question?
So USA BMX Inc., where they get their money from is going to come from everything traditional, right? So it's going to come from racing fees, their membership fees, all of that kind of stuff. The primary revenue is going to be
The memberships, right?
the memberships. Yep. The 25 national races a year average 1,000 riders each. Grand Nationals around 3,000, which to me, those numbers seem off too, but that's what I've got. All entry fee revenue is retained by USA BMX, which owns and runs these events. So all of that money goes to the profit portion of this company. Local track sanction and insurance fees, they actually charge $1 rider per race with a minimum of $30 and a max of $60.
So if you have a big race, you only have to pay $60.
Yep.
To USA BMX
Right.
Inc.
Yep. Sponsorship and media rates still modest but growing. So ironically, and this one would probably interest a lot of people. 2025 Flow Sports deal alone freed up $21,000 in added prize money. It freed up $21,000 that supposedly they've allotted to prize money. True or not? I don't know, because they are a for-profit company and they don't have to report that. But supposedly that's what the case is. Which is why we are stuck with Flow Sports.
And I heard the same thing, Rick. But they didn't pay anything for Hardesty.
Mm-hmm. Um,
And it's showing it.
Justin
It is reported
said,
that.
I have a real question for Danelle, being you are in marketing. What can USA BMX be doing better, and what are they doing wrong marketing wise? Oh, we need a whole show for that one.
Oh, don't get her going.
I'll sum it up quickly.
Go ahead.
And
No, you can take a little longer. I mean, it's a question asked.
Yeah. Justin, you and I can have a private conversation. We can take this wherever we want to go. But I think from the top down, they screw up. Top down. There is minimal social media, which whether we like social media or not, it's part of it. You have to have it, right? So the brand is USA BMX. That is the national brand. The national headquarters needs to enforce that. Then when you break it down into the smaller things, you have your local tracks, right? You have your local tracks that the TO, I feel, should be responsible. It's like a tiered thing. They should be 100% responsible for their local marketing. They should, but you also have to ask the question, when they are volunteering their time as a TO, where does that line cross? Where do you shut that off? You have to have time for your family, for your job, for everything else. Now, some of these are paid positions, and in that paid position, there should be marketing done. But when you are a volunteer, there needs to be some sort of way to enforce that local marketing for your track. Your track is not going to build unless you are selling it. That is a huge responsibility for a volunteer, 100%. And they need to get into the schools. You're 100% right about that. You need to be able to do all this stuff. But if it's a volunteered position, you kind of get what you get. I'm not saying that they don't have a love for the sport and they're not a great track operator, but not every track operator is a marketing representative. Not every track operator has the gift of gab. Not every track operator has the skills needed to do the social media, to use the SEO, to use the Google stuff. All of this stuff, you have to have someone knowledgeable to do. So USA BMX in general should take over marketing as a whole. If we have a track built somewhere, then they should be working with that track operator to ensure that the proper marketing is being done. They should have representatives that can, go out and get that stuff. For example, Cargill is a very small track in Shreveport, Louisiana. And the track operator there runs bikes, etc. He has a full-time job. It is a volunteered position. He also is part of the city council, right?
Yep, city council.
But he has some team. We have some team moms that have some awesome skills. They know some awesome people. They're not afraid to reach out. And a lot of the stuff that he's doing there is because of those moms.
Because he's got good people.
He's got good people doing the work. There's so many things that we could do different across the board for USA BMX, like and here's a lot of people are kind of chiming in as to what they think and what they feel. So I'm gonna kind of go back. Where do we start? Beer budget said that makes so much sense. The checks don't reflect that. Perfect. Let's do a show. Let's do a show, Justin. I'm down. Put me on the books. We'll do it. Amanda agrees. That's a lot of responsibility for a volunteer.
It is.
Ryan, I kind of responded live, but he said they need to get into the schools and go after blue chip corporate interests for sponsorship. So that is something that at the national level, USA BMX as a company, as a whole, could easily get involved with the schools. They have the funds in the team to hire a good marketing team that could easily get involved in the schools. It's hard to get involved in a local community when you're not familiar with that local community, but I think there's got to be a way for them to figure that out. Either pay or give them something to make this happen. Holly Dunn said, we did get into the schools back in the 80s.
Yes, everywhere.
Did they at your school?
Huh?
Were you guys active in your schools?
No, not we took flyers from our home track, but
Right.
I mean we didn't.
Well, I mean, back in the day, we didn't have social media. Flyers were the way
But
to
you
go.
got to remember, we come from Ore City.
Right.
Had one red light,
Yes.
and so you're not going to get some pros coming in teaching, putting on a show, a freestyle show or something like that, or your track operator come around going, hey, we want you to drive an hour away,
Right.
But there was always flyers. There was always something going on in some schools with fundraisers going for the track.
Right.
And it was just like the kids bringing home stuff, every month for a new fundraiser every month.
Right.
Well, shit, it ain't hard to get your kids involved. Hey, you're gonna win a free helmet. They're gonna go sell something. It's a free helmet.
Yeah.
We're gonna give it.
Party
We're
gets
gonna
our grandbabies going.
we're gonna give away a set of 8-degree pedals if you raise this much money.
Right. Exactly.
For your track. Bam.
Yeah.
Ken. I'm calling you.
Kim's on vacation.
I know he is,
Yeah.
but still, she is 100% right. But the bigger cities and stuff, they were always involved.
Yeah.
They were always involved. I mean, because it was like, man, I wish we could go to that, that school.
Right.
They
had so many riders.
Yeah.
Holly said they used to put on BMX demos. Something
in the gym.
Yep. And Wells was doing this for a while. He was doing free clinics to any beginner who wanted to come in from outside. And that's actually how we got some of our racing mamas to race too, because he put on these free clinics. And a lot of these tracks have, and I get that some of these coaches and stuff, this is how they're making their extra money, right?
Right.
That they do that. But maybe the track figures out a way to support a free clinic once a month, to introduce the community, to invite the community, put together some flyers, stop at the schools. We're doing a free demo. We're doing a free class. We have loaner bikes for them to ride. Let's do this. I mean, I think that can be done. I think it's entirely possible.
Well, the insurance thing is supposed to cover them for one.
Right.
And I mean, let's say what it is. It's covering them from getting their ass sued.
Right.
It ain't for the rider. More people be taking chances going to the hospital.
Right. Exactly.
So, and it might be some of that. I don't know.
Justin, we are definitely going to do this. He said he wants to talk about the tracks that are doing good and tracks that are struggling. So I'm going to just kind of mention, and I've said it on this many times, there are a few tracks that absolutely always stand out to me.
Crush it.
West Texas.
Chris and his wife.
I don't even know how to say their last name.
I think it's
they kill
Stabo.
it. Yeah, they kill it.
I could be wrong.
And I don't know if it's because of the volunteers or if it's because of, their efforts or if they're just loved that much. I don't know what it is that exactly they are doing. I've been meaning to kind of talk to him and see, but I do kind of know what they're doing. Like right now they have a bike raffle. So for $20, after they get 50 people into this raffle, they're giving away a bike.
A high-end bike.
Yeah. They're giving away a bike. All you have to do is they have a little form. You pay your $20. After they have 50 people, then they give the bike away. You have a 1-in-50 chance, and if you bought 50 tickets, you're guaranteed to win it. Just saying. That's one thing that they're doing. Their social media is fantastic. You see,
and they have grew that track.
Yes.
So when I was there, I think when he took over, there was 6 or 8 riders.
Right.
Was it?
Yep.
And I think it was at 60 something when I was there.
Right.
My numbers might be wrong.
But I don't know, but I know that
they got a lot of good riders
there. They have some amazing riders there, some super fast riders.
Right. But anyway, the track looks amazing. But people are getting involved with it.
Right.
And like I said, they are doing it right. That's one of them.
Plus,
that just
right there
stands out.
And also, another thing that people don't do, and this is going to sound totally insane to a lot of people because I work in marketing for a storage company. That I still get donations from other companies for our events for things that happen, I got a free kayak to give away at an event from a local sporting goods store. We're a storage company. Imagine if you're actually doing something good for the community
And
and you
it's your market.
approach people and say, hey, we're having this big event, or we want to attract more riders. We are going to do a landing page or something that'll bring people in. Do you have anything that will help, that you'd like to contribute? If they give you a $20 gift card, or if they give you something big, it doesn't matter. It's free. It costs you nothing. You got word of mouth and a company behind you.
And people are going to show up to get free stuff.
Yep, exactly. Okay, so going back to comments. USA BMX doesn't care as long as they get their $2 for rider and $4 for insurance from entry fee, money or whatever it is now. And that's probably true. They probably there might be some really good people in the top, and there might not be, and it's hard to say.
Well,
We've
talked to a bunch of them
at vision
in person.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, you got a problem? Call me, or send me an email.
Or when you're trying to register your team and it takes 6 months because nobody will respond to you. Then you talk to one person, Rob Relay, by the way, says, dude, I have a guy. Here's his email. I send an email, and by the end of that day, we were registered.
Right.
Also missed how many nationals that we could have had our team on, though?
Yep.
Just saying. Saying. They need to do better. Check their dang emails.
Respond to the emails.
Check your damn emails. Like, that pisses me off. I'm sitting here getting so mad that it took us that long. You know how many times we could have been on the board right now. We could have been on that team board. They screwed us. Just saying.
It's fine.
It's because they don't like me because I call them out, I guess. Lauren said to check out the Oklahoma Interscholastic BMX League. Lauren, I am not going to lie to you. I was actually just looking at your guys' social media this morning.
What?
This morning, because someone commented and tagged one of their team members from pictures from this weekend. And I was like, I really need to look into them. I was just looking at you. We should talk more. I want to know how that works. Lauren, maybe you and I should have.
But is that just right there? Because that's where the headquarters is at. That's where the museum's at. And is it just strictly, if they're doing it for Oklahoma, right? Mm-hmm. So USA BMX is behind this.
Right. And it might be.
If they're doing it for there and it's working so good, why don't they spread the love out and get it started in every single state, not just in Tulsa?
Right. I think it's an amazing program. I think
I'm not saying it's not. I think it's great for the kids.
And who knows what that is. And that might be something that came with putting the headquarters there, that they were going to start this program and help boost Oklahoma's. I don't know. Lauren, you and I might need to talk about that. Maybe you and I should plan a conversation.
Well, she seems like she's got a lot of information on it.
She does. Yes.
And I mean, they're there.
Brian said again, USA BMX leaves it to individual markets. They aren't involved like they should be. And you just got to wonder, like, do they want to stay? Do they like their job? Like, do they want to keep growing? Like, I don't understand how people can just say, you know what? We're not going to market anymore because we don't care if people sign up.
Because they know okay. And I don't know how they're thinking, but on the Dirty Knobs, season 3 with Greg Hill, they're talking about it.
Yeah.
And they're like, they might not even care, because if you like the sport, you're still going to pay your $80 a year. It used to be $60, it used to be $50, it used to be $40.
Right.
You're going to pay that money so you can continue to race, or your kids continue to race. Yeah. So,
I mean,
even if they don't, if just like big corporation, you're a number. That's all you are. Look, you drop off, somebody else gets picked up. We lose. They don't care about retention, or retaining anybody.
No.
As long as the money's coming in and it's padding people's pockets, they have no care in the world about Danelle or Dan or Rick or Holly.
Right. If they would, they'd respond to the damn emails.
Well, there you go. So if they won't respond to your email, what do you think? Now, if you're in a group of people, sure, they're going to talk to you.
Oh, yeah. If you're popular in the if you're in the in crowd, maybe. I don't know.
And I'm not saying they're bad people. They just suck at their job.
No, I know. And maybe they don't have enough support. Like I sit in my job sometimes and go, I need an assistant. They're not going to pay for an assistant, but I need an assistant. There's the same concept. Right. You never know. Holly said, don't forget the transponders. Yes, the transponders, an added fee that nobody really wants to have to pay for, but for somehow they're making money off of that now.
Well, you don't know. You don't know how much transponder costs.
Well, and cost to maintain, but I highly doubt it's they're making something off of it. Even if
they have to be nice. Yeah, they have to.
Which is fine because it's a business in the end, but if you're not, if there's other ways to make that money.
Cruiser classes and that. I'll say this, and I don't care if anybody agrees with me, disagrees with me, whatever. If you are starting racing, you do not need a damn transponder because you're not going to be nowhere near the people that are coming across the finish line in front of you. Nowhere near.
I kind of wish.
So your timing is not. So you've got one at 32.17 and you're sitting at 104 seconds coming across the line. How close is that? And I'm not saying you. I'm saying
you're 100% right.
So, but you're making them pay for their transponder, then their monthly fee, or when you show up on that, who gives a shit? You might not even be a national.
Well, I kind of think that
the side number plates when we come back, you had to have a side number plate. Now you don't see nobody running side number plates.
They don't have to have those at nationals anymore.
They're making you need to do the transponder. Why the hell you got to have a side number on there for?
Yeah.
That transponder is going to show your number when you come across.
So.
And who's to say the damn thing gonna work? It might work when you check it, but when you come across the line, it might not be working. And then what do? They DQ you.
I know. There's that. So I honestly kind of think that cruisers should be broke up just like class. I mean, I get that you're still going to have to race sometimes with people, but if you put me in a class with Jana, I mean,
I get what you're
saying. That's crazy. That girl, she should be pro as good as she is, and then you're going to have me just la-di-da-di-da-di-da,
So you're saying you should have a cruiser novice, cruiser intermediate, and a cruiser expert.
Yeah, you put a cruiser expert, make them run a transponder. Then when they're at that level, just like they are in class. Just my suggestion, my little humble suggestion. Jason said, simplest thing is exposure. I should be able to walk in a gas station and ask them where the track is, and they should know. Boom.
That's actually spot on.
Right?
Spot on.
Yep. I like this comment. Ryan said, you would think they would understand eyeballs mean growth. They cannot participate in something if they don't know it exists.
Correct.
Arthur. Hey, Arthur. I coach how to ride for kids who's learning how to ride a bike. Then afterwards, I also coach intro to pump track to eventually funnel those kids into BMX once we have a track.
Good for you.
That's awesome, Arthur. I love that. You do so much.
We talked a little bit about that.
Yep.
Together.
That is so cool. I don't know what that's about. Your budget. I don't know. But clearly the states, same thing with the RISE program that's supposedly so awesome. I don't really know what about the RISE. What is the RISE program? What is that? Did I miss that? Should I know about that?
I think it's a program they put on for the interscholastic. Well, no, No. What is the RISE one? I'm trying to think of what it stands. We had a brochure on it when we was up there.
Right. Ryan said, I think flow was a mistake. How is anyone supposed to find it behind a paywall? You are 100% correct. So here's what they did. They saved money by going with flow so they don't have such an expense. But at the same time, their ROI, return on investment, would have been better if they would have dropped that little bit of money into some marketing, and then they would have doubled their outcome and everybody could watch it.
What's up, Kevin?
So there's that. Let's see. Now they're getting kickback from transponders. Flow, as long as they're getting paid, is the main thing. They don't even know what podcast. No, they don't. They'll never listen to this, I promise. Beer Budget BMX Live, hearing and know are two different things. Stays out of the drama. I don't blame you. I hate drama. Amanda says she likes having a transponder. It's helpful to see her times.
That is correct. And it does, 100%.
Yep.
I want, and if I was good enough, I would have one.
And I think it could be
But
optional.
it's a hell of a training tool.
Yeah.
It is.
Yep.
I mean, that's why people go out and buy them Garmin's. They'll spend $300, $400, $500, $600, $700,
Right.
you know, just to see their timing on different bikes and stuff and see where they can improve. If they're, you know, but they're, yes, just like at Twin Cities, they got the big TV up there. So when you come across the finish line, you can go up there and you can look at your, everywhere they've got their sensors or whatever, you can see your 30 foot, your 60,
Yep.
you know, coming out of the first turn, finish line, your gate. It's perfect for that.
Correct.
I agree with that. I mean, I would love to have one for that, but let's be real. We live so far away, we don't get to go do practices.
Right.
Okay. So some of the tracks we go to, they're not equipped for transponders.
I think
So-
DeSoto is now, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, Old School didn't put them, I don't know how many they put in, but I mean, I was watching the pictures and stuff of all them guys doing that. So, I mean, but so you got that, you got Twin City. Who else around here has nobody?
No. No one else does. That's the only place we could go. Twin City has one? They don't
Yes.
have- do they
Yes,
have
they
one?
do.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
They've had it.
I don't know.
Yep.
I think Gretna probably, they're going to have one if they don't already. They will when they do their advancement.
But I mean, that's good. If you're gonna make everybody run the transponders, then get behind your tracks and help them raise the money or give them the funds, because you
Right.
can get a grant or whatever you want
Right.
and get it done for them, because it is a perfect training tool. It's just like you going out in the yard and running your timers for your sprints.
I just don't think it should be required for everybody, especially when you're so new or you're in a novice stage, or unless you want it. If you want it, that's one thing. If you want to use it, it's like using those cone things that we use. What is that thing called?
The timer
The
system.
timer system.
That's
It's
what
the
I
same
just said.
concept. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm saying it's not required, but Lord, it's nice to have it when you're practicing and learning.
Correct.
You know, so I agree with that 100%. Jonathan Irvin, hi Jonathan, said it's a
What's
lot
up,
to run
J-Dub?
a track, and USA is making the money, and I 100% agree. And that was part of like our earlier conversation where we're talking about how the track operator most of the time is volunteer, or they get paid very little, and the outcome
Very
is
little.
always put on them. And there's a lot that needs to be done. I can understand why they would get frustrated or irritated, or
Yep.
when somebody else is making all the money and you're doing all the work. I
Well,
get it.
I mean, it's just like, you know, the race for leukemia and stuff.
Right.
The race for lives.
Right.
You know, so they get all these kids to go out here, you know, and you get as many people as you can at your track. So say your track raises
Right.
$1,000 in one night,
Yep.
and so you send that $1,000 to USA BMX,
Right.
and they take the credit at the end of the year when they present that check. Oh, we've got $300,000 or $500,000 or something. No, your tracks operators are the one that needs the credit for that.
Right. Exactly.
You're the fucking middleman on giving the money to
Yep.
them.
Yep.
So, and that's another thing that ticks me off about it, because these people that go out here and volunteer and they take care of this track, and the track operators spend more time at the tracks than they do with their family.
Right. That's true.
You know, don't get the credit. The track doesn't get the credit. The only people that get the credit is USA BMX.
Right. Exactly.
So call a spade a spade.
Right. Very true.
And I'll shut up about that.
No, you're right. I'd love to see you get heated. It's kind of sexy. I'm just saying.
No, I'm just saying, fair, right is right, wrong is wrong.
Right.
You know, everybody knows it is a great cause. That's why I love going and racing. So many of them is because it's a piece of paper.
Right.
You can make your own damn Race for Life flyer up. I mean,
Right.
look what we did with Rick and Justin.
Yeah.
I mean, we can make it better than that cheap ass thing they give you.
Yep. We could.
But the money is for the cause.
Yeah, exactly. We
That's
don't
why
race
I
a race for the
love
life for a
racing.
piece of paper
Ride
or
the
a
race
trophy. It's for
No,
the cause.
it is
doing
for the
right
cause.
and helping people with cancer 100%. Jason said, what happens when all of us old diehards are gone? Will the next generation pick up the ball?
Hell no, they won't. Because they
I
don't know
hope
what
they
the ball
do.
is.
No, I hope they do.
I guarantee you they don't. There is not another generation like us punk ass kids from the late 70s and early 80s.
Right. Exactly.
The pioneers, baby.
What about those of us that are not training and don't necessarily care about our times? We just want to race our bikes here and there.
You should not have to have a transponder.
Agreed. 100% agreed. Well, they're kind of going back and forth talking about podcasts and if they follow them. They know about the podcast. Valencia, Luna, and Vic all pay attention. Some of them might. I don't know. Don loves having his transponder. I raced with my transponder at Cajun Nationals.
Yep.
I don't remember even looking at my time. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter because I know I was in the back. But
There's supposed to be an app that you can download too on your phone, and it shows you all your timings, the whole 9 yards. Kevin Parsons, Kevlar Kevin is huge on that,
yeah,
and he studies it. Don and Wales, when I'm on the track with them during practice, they'll stop right in front of you and look at the TV up there to see their times, and that is what's cool about the transponder. I'm not disagreeing that
it's a good
transponder.
tool,
It is a very
It is
good
a
tool. And if you come across a line and it's
right,
a hair,
right,
that timer's it should be right.
right,
Should be.
yeah, should be. Hopefully it is.
That would be the only way that would be handy.
Right. Holly asked, aren't the transponder only required for the expert class? Kind of like how they did the clips. Not all tracks are getting financial backing.
Not starting this year.
No, it's
Cruisers
and the expert class.
Mm-hmm.
And pro, obviously.
And pros.
Yeah.
Yep.
Pro, vet pro, all of them. But for us little people, if you're a cruiser, which I had to get one, and I'm probably the slowest person on the track at all times, I still need one to see how slow I'm going. I mean, I don't mind having it. It doesn't faze me much other than it's just more money. But we paid for it once a year. It's out of the way. It is what it is. If you're not going to race the national circuit, I don't think it matters, right? They're not checking that at Gold Cup and State Series, right?
No,
it's just for nationals.
Just for nationals.
Yes, just for nationals. So if you're not racing nationals and you're racing cruiser, you still don't need to worry about it.
But that's what I'm saying. That they can enforce that because every track doesn't have that.
Right. Exactly.
You're going to disqualify me because I don't have a transponder at a track that doesn't have the software for it or the sensors. Kiss my ass.
Right. Exactly. That can't happen. They can't do that. They just can't. I think that would be a huge injustice. Nelson jumped on. Hey, Nelson.
What's up, Nelson?
Said, anyone hear about a new track in the works in Monroe, Louisiana called Rebel BMX? It will be a non-sanctioned track. Ted Bailey is trying to bring BMX back to its roots.
That That's
In
good.
Monroe? That's awesome.
Because I'm telling you, there's some works between 6 guys right now to do one in Longview, Texas.
Yeah.
And it won't be sanctioned. It's going to be an old school track.
We have
And
the
it's from
land. If
6
somebody
of the-
wants to come build it, we'll definitely let you.
What-
Just saying.
This is going to be in Longview,
Mhm.
and it's on somebody's property that he's got 60 acres.
Nice.
And so I don't know exactly where that's gone to because I missed the meeting.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, we had
But
too much
yeah.
stuff going.
but
I think
they need to pop up everywhere.
I was gonna say, I think a lot of people are kind of doing that. I mean, look at, Guy Cooper over there. He does his, Coop Fest once a year or whatever. But I guarantee you, if he kept it, I don't know.
If
maybe
more
he
people
could
would
stretch-
do that,
Yep.
they could have their own series.
They could start their own sanctioned event.
That's correct.
It's
It
not
don't have-
hard. It's not hard to have something where other people want to be involved in it, and then you start giving out awards. I mean,
Or
look at-
money.
Look at what we're getting from this.
If it's not,
Yes.
I mean, who cares? It should be about having the fun. If you're having fun and you're right, of course it's going to be
Hi, Brittany. It was so good seeing you.
it's going to be more fun for anybody,
Right.
But bring back the old school, baby.
Right.
Hey, you want to ride this track? No clips. You're on flats.
Right. Exactly.
Let me see you come out of some of the curves that we did on clips after you're hitting ruts or you tag somebody and you come to a complete
That's
stop.
why all of those pictures have everybody's foot down,
That's
because
correct.
you have to have your foot down just to keep going. I think those are, to me, the funnest things to look at. Like, that's what I love about the old school BMX and, the vintage style that everybody's talking about, just the way things have progressed and changed. It's almost like, yes, those track. I mean, and we've started our track out here, right? We put a little bit of work into it. We looked into ordering the glue and doing all of the things. I think old school would just be the way to go. Just saying. If we
Yes.
could keep it mowed.
Yes.
Yeah, if your track wants a national, then you better install the timing system, which is why I'm pretty sure Gretna's going to end up with a timing system.
Right.
Beer budget. Rick says he's 48 and still a punk ass.
Are you only 48?
How old am I? Are we the same age or am I younger? I think I'm younger. I'm 28 forever. Let's talk about a new league in Florida. Is there a new league or is this something you're talking about, Ryan? That's what I'm curious about.
Yeah. Come on with it.
Yeah. Let's talk about a new league in Texas, Florida. Let's get one in Louisiana.
Yeah.
Let's combine them and call them something else. I don't know. Old school requires a lot of maintenance. I mean, true.
Yeah. Look, parents were out there.
Yeah.
People that didn't even know what a shovel was taught how to use a shovel.
Right.
Kids were doing it because they loved it. They had fun.
Right.
And you can patch that crap easy. Come back with the comp threes.
So did you guys used to run when the tracks were muddy and
Yes.
soft and stuff?
Unless it was a horrible rain out. If there was lightning and stuff like that, no,
Right.
you wasn't running. But I don't remember going to the track and it's sprinkling and having we gotta stop. Lightning, yeah.
Well, I am
30
going to tell
minutes.
you, Cabot, when we were up there, we didn't stop for no little bit of rain.
No, it
was raining while we were racing.
It was
That was the straight up downpour lightning.
the ARC come by a couple of times and see if we needed a ride. But they did it good too.
Yeah.
I mean, all the kids got out there. We all got out there
Yeah, everybody worked to get that track, and
3 times, and they was on it.
right,
Kudos to them. They did a phenomenal job.
right. Weather's just been crazy across the board. We haven't been able to ride as much just simply because of the weather. We were in Houston this past weekend. I was I'm definitely afraid of that damn track. I'm so scared of that track. I was about to pee my pants, and then I was so mad at myself because I was so scared that I was yelling at my husband because he made me ride that track. So then there was that. But then the idea of having rain on that track is a whole new ballgame.
Right.
And it was about to rain too. So I was like, oh my God, we're going to die. I'm going to die. I didn't. So.
But it held up for him.
It did.
So that was good.
It did. And apparently they did wonderful at the state series that we weren't able to make it to. But like, we're not able to go to Twin City. We really need to head out to DeSoto, but I would really like for whoever takes over the DeSoto track officially to come up, have them build us a new road that takes us straight there instead of going down I-20 and dealing with all the traffic. I mean, if we could just make that happen. A girl can dream. Because our 1.5, 2 hour drive turns into 3 hours every single time.
Right.
And if that's the case, we can go to Twin City and not have any traffic. Just saying.
But.
Yeah. Right. I know. Anyways, okay. So totally had a great conversation about this. This is super fun.
Yeah. We got the gate drop giveaway.
We do have the gate drop giveaway. What did you put together today, Dan? Hey, remember we're doing this different now. Dan's going to say go, and then I'm going to scroll.
Well, it's just because it's so late.
It is because it's late. So I'm going to scroll, and wherever I stop on whoever's comment wins. So you have like a few seconds to get going because I'm going to go to the top of the comments and scroll down.
So we got an 8 Degree Pedal swag bag. It is the last one.
Yeah, I have to get the pen. We are out of swag.
So we've got an 8 Degree jersey.
Yep. Oh, is that a jersey?
Yeah, it's an extra large.
Extra large jersey in that one.
We've also got Ken's package in here with some stickers.
And his little charging
keychain.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've got a Going Rogue coaster or magnet.
Right.
And then I'm going to throw in some extra stuff here.
Are you?
Yep.
What are you doing?
I'm going to give you 2 free.
Everybody needs free up pens.
I'm going to give you a couple of free up storage coasters. Koozies.
Yes.
Going Rogue stickers.
What she got in that hot mess?
I got a bunch of
whole
shit.
drawer of just fun stuff.
Hang on, I gotta get my Taco Rita.
Oh,
Holly Dunn sticker out.
Sticker, Holly Dunn, our girl. Hey, she's got a new teammate too. Did you see that?
Yep.
The jalapeno, is that what we're calling her now?
Helena Peanut.
The
Something like that.
Helena Pino. I don't know.
Something like that.
She's the sweetest.
We're going to give a couple of free up storage BMX Racing Team stickers away.
Heck yes. Do it.
I'm feeling generous.
He's feeling generous. He's still digging, guys. There are a couple that are probably still waiting on me to send out. Y'all, we had some family things that come up, so we're a little bit behind.
So y'all remember the pens back in the old days that you could push down and different inks? So we got 2 of them, a Zap and a Wham.
Yes.
That's going to go in there.
You still digging? Holy cows. He's still going, guys.
We're going to give away a set of pink painted grips.
What? Give away any grips. Remember, I got to ship this stuff. Let's keep the box that
Right.
I'm
And we're going to give away an Evil Alloy seat post clamp.
He is going nuts. What the heck? What's wrong with you? You got a fever? That's pink.
It's purple.
That's purple. It looks pink. That's that pinky purple color. All right. Comments better be in, guys, because we're fixing to do this thing. Once he says go, it's too late. Too late. Get your comments in. If it lands on your comment, you are the winner. And then you just have to send us your address, and we will get it in the mail for you. I know there's a few people waiting on it, so I'm getting it.
Well, we can't run to the mailbox every time.
Well, we just have a rough month. So I'm catching
We
up.
have.
Catching up. I promise. I actually have to probably go tomorrow. So there's or Wednesday, one of the two.
Yeah, this is a good bag
This
here.
is a good bag. That's gonna cost me some money to ship, making it all heavy.
And if you keep winning, you can always re-gift it.
Yeah. Yeah. Whatever works for you. Thank you
And
to
we
our
can-
sponsors for.
We can take it to a track. Got that idea from Justin
Oh yeah, he does this track
for some of the
giveaway.
kids that don't get a whole lot of stuff. Yep.
I tell you what, one of the best experiences I've ever had at a giveaway was when we gave away that swag bag in Gretna to Shawnee's little boy.
Oh yeah.
That baby was so excited. That was
Right.
an amazing thing. Okay. I'm at the top. I'm going down. Tell me when. And mark it, set, go. Yes.
Well, I don't see you scrolling.
I'm just asking. Okay, going, guys.
Stop.
Ready?
Are we going again?
No.
Okay. Well, I said stop.
I was just seeing if you
My
were
eyes were
ready.
closed
Oh, gotcha. Mike Gagnon won.
again.
Again.
Never say never.
Yep. Rest up. That was his thing. Awesome, 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 awesome. Tim. Hey, Tim.
What's
How,
up?
I want to know how Landon
Yeah, how's Landon doing?
I want to know how he's doing. Hopefully he's doing good. I've asked Dan if he's reached out, and we've been so wrapped up in our own stuff that I don't think we've done it, have we? I haven't.
I hadn't talked.
haven't.
I had talked to him after the surgery, I think,
Right?
but that was it.
Yeah.
One time.
Yep.
Horrible friend.
Healing up, he said. All right. So, Mike, make sure you. I think I have your address. Probably owe you another one. Was it? It wasn't him who had the winner that one time. I'm not sure, but make sure I have it. Okay. Had surgery and in a splint. So, how long is he expected to be out? Do we know?
4 to 6 weeks.
Jalapeno is okay. What do you mean jalapeno is okay? Helena Pino. I think she's manning the way we're saying her name. I'm going
Jalapeno.
to give her two. Oh, no.
Jalapeno.
Okay. So quick shout out to our sponsors again before we call it a night. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Free up storage.
15% off any storage unit across the U.S. using code BMX15. They have climate control. They have parking. They have all of the good stuff. Okay?
Boxes, tape.
Boxes. Oh, yeah. Packing supplies, too.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. They got packing supplies.
Carbone Cartel.
Carbone Cartel, the carbon people. They have all of your carbon stuff, your wheels, rims, whatever you call those things.
Stem spacers.
Stem spacers. Yes, get 15% off using code ROGUE15.
We got 8 Degree Pedal, which is also our swag sponsor of the night.
Our swag sponsor, yes, was 8 Degree Pedal, the only floating pedal out there for BMX. Absolutely wonderful. Use Rogue10 for 10% off.
Evil Alloy.
Evil Alloy, 10% off with $50 or more using Rogue10. $150, spend $150, get free shipping. And you know, he did just show you that Evil Alloy freaking
Stem.
stem.
Or excuse me.
Yeah, a clamp. It was a clamp.
Seat post clamp.
Seat post clamp. They put out some amazing products.
Amy Grips.
Amy Grips, the best grips out there, y'all. You definitely want some. They've been around forever. What else we got? Got them all?
Said, I'm trying to read some of these. She did have a crash, but Landon is trying to do. Says true BMXer was over here trying to lace wheels with the left hand. So
that's awesome.
good for you, Landon.
Awesome. She crashed at the 40th. Did she? Oh. Prayers for quick healing for both of them. Jenny said that out.
Wow. I
Yeah.
didn't know about that.
I didn't either, but we're kind of behind on things lately. We've just kind of had a rough
Yes,
month.
we are.
We are behind on everything. We're working really hard and getting back to it. We want to definitely thank everybody for joining us and putting up with these two old folks talking about BMX and all of its craziness.
Right.
Yes. Super awesome. Appreciate all the support. Shout out to Arthur Anders for his
1 year anniversary
1 year
today on this podcast.
anniversary. He put on a great show, had some amazing call-ins. If you missed it, please go back and watch it. Northwest BMX podcast, Northwest Arkansas BMX podcast,
NWA.
NWA.
Yeah, he had Mike Miranda called in, Rob
Yes.
Lane.
the big boys. Yes. So
Yeah, he had some hot shots calling in on
he
him
sure did.
and chime in and everything. So
He sure
the
did.
smile on his face was priceless.
Priceless. Yes. He
Kevin
does so much
called
for-
in.
Yep, he does so much for the BMX community. Definitely go back and watch it.
Yeah, we want to thank Beer Budget.
Yep, Beer Budget for always having
Rick
your
and
back
Mike.
and being supportive.
Yep.
Rick and Mike. Yep,
All Things BMX Show.
and all things BMX.
Yep. Thank y'all so much for pushing us and sharing our stuff.
Right, exactly.
I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for y'all.
Correct.
I wouldn't. She might be. 'Cause she'll talk to anybody.
I will
Not
tell
anything.
everybody.
So
I don't ever shut up. So we are polar opposites, and that's why we work. You've been stuck with me for how long?
Yep.
A long ass time. Just saying.
long. I've been with you way over half your life,
Yeah. I'm 28 though, so that's
and we've been married 26 years. So I'm a pedophile. Damn, you look awful cute in them diapers. I'm not gonna say that when you're 80. I can tell you that.
Don't say that. That's so weird. That's so weird.
So anyway, thanks everybody for tuning in.
Yes.
Hope we didn't ruffle no feathers. And
Oh,
that,
yeah,
but
I forgot. Did you see that Holly's going to be in Springtown?
are you
Yeah, she's actually going to be like doing the
podcast?
yeah, she's like the girl again, like the announcer girl.
The girl.
Yeah, like the reporter. She's like the reporter. Thursday night ride at Boardwalk with Clayton. Are you going to do that, Tim?
Creighton.
Great. Yeah.
Are you going? Yeah,
Are
I
you
know.
going? I think we should. We should do that.
I don't have a bike for
I
that. And I am not fucking my backup anymore. You can go. I'll drive you over there.
and
and
then
I'll
wait
go
for
hit
me
the-
at the finish line.
No, I'll go to the slots.
No, I'd prefer to go to the slots.
Go to the district
Yeah.
mom.
Tim
Slots.
said he has one. You might be able to just slow ride. We'll see
I
how you
don't
feel.
know.
We'll see
I
how
don't
you
know.
feel. I would love to do that. I think we should.
That'd be cool.
It would be cool. Tim, hit him up. Hit him up. Holly is legendary. Super excited. I don't know what they call her, like what her title is for that. So maybe you need to tell me what they're titling you. But I think it's. Are y'all coming to Yukon for the Gold Cup?
No,
When is that one?
I don't know.
I don't
This
know.
weekend or next weekend,
Is that?
something like that. No, we've
We
got
probably
a
won't.
bunch of gold cups.
Yeah, we're probably set on the Gold Cup front. I'm going to tell you that I really did enjoy the Yukon track, though. When we
That's
went,
one of my favorite.
it is
tracks.
a beautiful track, and we actually used to live not far outside of it. Well, we didn't live. We had our second house not far out of there. Had our
Right.
bar and restaurant just down the road in
Calumet.
Calumet. Yes.
Yep.
So really, 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 really wish we could go, but I just don't see it in our forecast. Yeah. Anyway, Bands on the Ground, a live reporter. I knew there was something going on there. I just
Okay.
couldn't put it together. I'm so excited for that, Holly. You and I are going to buddy up, and we're going to talk, and we're going to take lots of selfies. And I'm going to walk around and follow you around
I'm gonna
like a
have-
crazy woman. Is what I'm going to do.
I'm gonna have my non-alcoholic beer
Yes.
with the boys.
I might have my alcoholic beer. No, I don't drink beer. I might have a drink. I can.
What?
Yeah, I can. I might have a few drinks. You're going to be sober. You can drive me home.
I'm always sober.
I know. I know. All right. We will talk to y'all later. Have a wonderful night. Thank you again for joining us.
Yep.
Check you next week when we have, who's our guest next week?
The bad boy. Billy
Russell.
Vet Pro.
Vet Pro. Yes. So excited for that one. And then we do have check.
We're
gonna save this one.
Yeah, it's
we're gonna
big
save this
surprise.
one. We have a big surprise coming for y'all. So kind of pay attention to our page if you haven't done it. It's coming. The announcement's coming soon. Super excited.
Yeah, that's gonna be good.
All right. Y'all have a good night.
Bye.
Peace. Maybe.